I found out my grandson had passed away while scrolling through Facebook at 2 in the morning, not from a call, not from a letter, just a memorial post my daughter had made 6 months earlier. By accident, I stumbled across it. 6 months. My baby boy had been in the ground for half a year, and no one, not my daughter, not her husband, not a single soul, thought I deserved to know. They buried him without me. They mourned him without me. They made a choice. I was too old, too fragile, too inconvenient to be included in my own grandson's death. And the worst part, he'd taken his own life while I sat 2 states away, wondering why he had stopped calling. I'm 72. I've survived heartbreak most people see only once in a lifetime. But this betrayal, this deliberate silence, it's a wound I'm not sure I'll ever heal. The truth sometimes comes too late to save you. And this is my story. Listen carefully, dear hearts, because somewhere out there, another grandmother is being kept in the dark too. Little Jamie was born on a crisp October morning in 2005. 6 pounds of pure joy. From the moment I held him, I knew my heart would never be the same. He had big hazel eyes that seemed to pierce right through your soul, even as a newborn. My daughter Beth was only 23. I worried. She was so young, and her husband Rick was deployed more than he was home. Beth struggled with postpartum depression. I stepped in. I became Jamie's second mama. 3 days a week, sometimes more, that little boy was at my house. I taught him to tie his shoes, his ABCs, and made my famous chocolate chip pancakes every Sunday morning. He called me Gamma because he couldn't say grandma yet, and that name stuck. Even as he grew, I was always Gamma. That boy became the light of my autumn years. Every smile, every hug, every laugh. He made my days worth living. Beth and I weren't always close. After her father passed when she was 16, something changed. She became distant, angry, and at times I couldn't understand why. I tried therapy, heart-to-heart talks, counseling. Nothing worked. Then she moved 2 states away to North Carolina after getting married. I felt that loss all over again. But Jamie became our bridge. During holidays, Beth brought him to visit, and for those days, it felt like a real family again. Twice a week, I video chatted with Jamie, watching him grow on a screen. He showed me school projects, shared stories, asked for help with homework. When he turned 13, Beth surprised me. Jamie could spend the whole summer with me. In Ohio, I was over the moon. That summer of 2018. Pure magic. Just me and my grandson, making memories I thought would last forever. That summer, Jamie and I did everything together. Morning walks before the heat set in. I taught him how to make my mama's apple pie from scratch. His eyes sparkled with pride every time it turned out perfect. Evenings, we sat on the porch watching fireflies, talking about life and dreams. He said he wanted to be a veterinarian because of his love for animals. We volunteered at the local shelter, and his face lit up every time he held a puppy or fed the cats. One night, under the stars, he said, "Gamma, I wish I could live with you forever. You make me feel safe." My heart burned with love, and I held him tight. I promised him always a home with me, and I meant every word. When August came and Beth picked him up, I cried for 2 days. But we kept our video calls, sending memes, pictures, and love across the miles. November 2019 arrived, and things began to shift. Calls became shorter. Beth said Jamie was busy with school, sports, friends, typical teenage stuff. I understood, but it hurt. By Christmas, his hazel eyes seemed darker, quieter. The light in them dimmed. When I asked, Beth said he was tired from exams. I sensed something else, but I didn't want to overstep. I'd lost Beth once by pushing too hard. I couldn't lose her again. By February, Jamie missed our weekly call. Then another. Beth made excuses. A project, a friend's house, a broken phone. I sent letters and care packages that went unanswered. By April, I demanded to speak with him. Beth exploded, calling me controlling, telling me to give him space. And just like that, she stopped answering. Weeks passed. I called, texted, left voicemails. That vanished into a black hole. May 2020. Beth sent a short text. Jamie's fine, going through a phase. He'll call when ready. I trusted her. What else could I do? Summer came and went. I sent him a card for his 15th birthday in October, pouring all my love into it. 2 weeks later, it came back marked return to sender. Panic gripped me. I tried Rick, disconnected. Friends, no news. I thought about filing a missing person report, but what would I say? My daughter won't talk to me and I can't reach my grandson. I was trapped, helpless, drowning in worry, with nowhere to turn. Thanksgiving and Christmas 2020. I sat alone, staring at Jamie's photos. The pandemic made travel impossible. My health, my age, cancer treatments, they kept me home. Every night I prayed, begged God to keep him safe. I told myself, once the world opened, I'd find a way to see him, to fix what had broken. Then, March 2021, 2 a.m., scrolling Facebook, unable to sleep. Something made me check Beth's page one more time. Accidentally public, perhaps. And there it was, buried among mundane posts, a memorial post from September 2020. 6 months earlier, my Jamie, my beautiful boy, gone. October 15th, 2005, September 3rd, 2020. And no one told me. My hands shook. I could barely breathe. I read the post 100 times, praying it was a mistake. It wasn't. A private family service had taken place. People left comments, hearts, prayers, dated months ago. He had been gone, and I'd been sending letters, praying, loving, unaware. I screamed. My neighbor found me collapsed, clutching my phone, the glow of the memorial post reflecting my shattered heart. I had survived cancer twice, heartbreaks before, but this felt like being ripped apart from the inside. An ambulance arrived. They thought it was a heart attack. In a way, it was. Sedatives, observation, grief counseling suggested. But how can you counsel someone through deliberate betrayal? I called Beth from the hospital. 5th ring. Cold, flat voice. How did you find out? Not sorry, not regret, not love. Just, how did you find out? She told me Jamie had taken his own life. My sweet boy. The one who loved chocolate chip pancakes, the stars, animals, gone. He'd struggled with depression over a year. I never knew. I never got to help. I never got to hold him, to reassure him. He was gone. Beth said she didn't tell me because of my cancer treatments, because she didn't want to add to my stress, because she thought she was protecting me. Protecting me. She robbed me of the chance to grieve with my family, to support my daughter, to say goodbye to my boy. I wasn't at his funeral. I didn't hold Beth while she buried her son. That darkness, being left out, is my permanent companion. I planted a maple tree in my backyard for Jamie. I sit under it daily, talking to him, apologizing, telling him his gamma never stopped loving him. If my story touched your heart, share it. Subscribe. Someone out there needs to hear we are not alone in our pain. Thank you, dear hearts.